Hello, my dear students of class 8. Today we will discuss here about chapter 13, that is Indian poetical and physical feature. So as we see here that we will discuss about the location of India according to its latitude and longitudinal extension. Here we also describe about the poetical division of the India with its neighboring countries and also the 6 major physical division of India. We will describe it one by one. So now students, let's get started. So here we see that India is officially called as the Republic of India. So what do you mean by republic? Republic means the state which is ruled by the representative of the citizen. So representative of the citizen rule the state or runs the state. So India is officially known as the Republic of India. It is a country that is located in the southeastern part of Asia, and India is the 7th largest country and the second most populous country in the world. So 7 largest means the first 6 are Russia, Canada, US, China, Brazil, Australia and India. So first one is Russia, second Canada, third is US, fourth China, fifth Brazil, sixth Australia, and next upon this the 7th largest country, that is India, and the second most populous country in the world after China. The Himalayas form a natural barrier between the India and the rest of the Asia. So as we know, Himalaya is situated in the northern part of India and which is acting as a natural barrier between the rest of the Asia to India, which led to the development of the unique culture and the physical identity of India. So which means as it is not connected with the rest of the Asia, their impact is not fallen on the Indian culture and physical identity. So here we see that India, Pakistan, Bhutan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka together forms a subcontinent. So here is the term subcontinent. So what do you mean by subcontinent? Subcontinent means it is a part of a large continent made of the small number of countries. So here we see that the Indian subcontinent is made up of the states like India, Pakistan, Bhutan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and they all together form the Indian subcontinent. And here we see that India occupies the major part of the subcontinent. So for that reason, so India is called this subcontinent is known as the Indian subcontinent. Now we are going to discuss about the latitudinal and longitudinal extension, that is the exact location of India. So here we see that India lies in the northern and the eastern hemisphere. So which means it totally lies on the northern hemisphere, that is above the equator and the eastern hemisphere. It extended from 8 degree 4 minute north to 35 7 degree 6 minute north latitude. So which means it is the latitudinal extension, that is 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute north. So here is the 0 degree and here suppose it is 8 degree and here it is the 37 degree 6 minute north. Now the longitudinal extension is, longitudinal means this way, and the extension is 68 degree 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minutes east longitude. Now here we can see that the Tropic of Cancer passes through 23 degree 30 minute north, which dividing the country in the two parts. So which means that as we say here that India is located totally in the northern hemisphere, and the Tropic of Cancer, that is present the most important latitude after the equator, that is the Tropic of Cancer, is passes through the India at 23 degree 30 minute north, dividing this country into the two parts. Here we can see that the longitude of 82 degree 30 minute east. So this is an important longitude, we have to remind it, and east of the Greenwich meridian. So here, if here it is the Greenwich meridian, it lies as 82 degree 30-minute east of from the Greenwich meridian, that is the 0 degree longitude. Is considered as the standard meridian of India. It passes through Allahabad in Gujarat. Now, the Indian Standard Time, that is IST, which means the time which is followed all over the India, is 5 hours 30 minutes ahead from the Greenwich Mean Time, that is GMT. So, why the Indian Standard Time, that is IST, is ahead from the Greenwich Mean Time? Because the sun rotates from west to east, and which causes the sunlight reaches India faster than before the GMT, that is the Greenwich meridian at London. Now here we can see that is it is an interesting fact about India, that how the name India comes. So India is connected with the Indus river from long ago, and the name is originated from here. The Persian referred to the river Sindh as Hindu, and the Greek called it Indus, and thus gave the land name as India. So here we can see that India has a long coastline. So coastline means where the area where the land and the sea meets. So it has a long coastline and shares the border with Pakistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar and Bangladesh. So these are the states, or these are the countries with which the India shares its border, and there is small boundary between the India and Afghanistan in the northwestern part of the country. So that means this area have a small boundary between the country of India and Afghanistan. Now we see that Sri Lanka lies to the south of the India, and it is separated by the Palk Strait and the Gulf of Myanmar. The Maldives, which is located on the Indian Ocean, is also the Maldives that is located in the Maldives that are located in the Indian Ocean is also a neighboring countries of India. And now the India occupies a strategic location in Asia. So why it is called a strategic location? Because it is surrounded by sea on the three sides, so which is also called as peninsula. So if sometimes India is also called as Indian peninsula. Now here we'll going to discuss about the divisions or the political divisions of India. So as we know that India has 29 states and 7 union territories for the administration purpose. So what do you mean by administration purpose? For running smoothly, the country is divided into smaller states and the union territories. The country was divided into a current political division based on the many factors such as geography, population, culture and language. And the people of India speak different languages and have diverse culture, religious, ethnic traits. So as we know that India has various diversities in form of language and the culture. Rajasthan is the largest state and the Goa is the smallest state of India. So as compared to its size and extension, Rajasthan is the largest and Goa is the smallest state of India, and the Delhi is one of the union territory of India. So among the 7 union territories, Delhi is one, and it is also referred as the National Capital Territory of India. And the national capital, that is the New Delhi, is a part of NCT, that is Delhi. So New Delhi is a part of Delhi. So as we discuss about the political divisions of India, now we are going to discuss the physical divisions of India. So here we see that the India is divided into 6 major physical divisions, that are the northern mountain, the great northern plain, the peninsular plateau, the coastal plain, the third desert, and the last one is the island. So now let us look at a picture for the clear. Now let us go to a picture now. Now let us look at a picture. Now let us look at a picture for clear understanding. So here we can see that these are the major physical divisions of India, and among which, and we are locating each of the physical division. So first here comes the northern mountain. So here it is the brown one, that is the northern mountain, that is located in the northern and extended to the eastern part of India. After which comes the northern plain, and this locate near the foothill or to the southern part of the northern mountains. So that is the northern plain in the light green color. After this, the great Indian desert, that is located near to the western part, that is the yellow part. Here it is located the great Indian desert. And we know that India has a long coastline. So here we can see that this is the in the deep green color. So this is the long coastline of India, and the Deccan Plateau, and the Deccan Plateau lies in this color. So here it is the Deccan Plateau, and the islands are here, that is the Lakshadweep Island and the Andaman and Nicobar Island are present here. Now we are going to discuss about each of these one by one. Here we can see among all the physical divisions of India, that is 6 major physical division of India, the northern mountain comes first. So let us discuss about it. So in the northern mountain we can see that the two mountain ranges that make up the northern mountain, that is the Karakoram range and the Himalayas. These are the two important mountain ranges that is present in the northern mountain. So let us first discuss about the Karakoram ranges. And the Karakoram range is the huge mountain range that is originated in the Central Asia. So that is originated, firstly started from the Central Asia, then extended southeastward along the border of Tajikistan, China, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and lastly comes to India. Now the mountain ranges lies between the Pamir Plateau and the Indus Valley. So firstly we have to locate the Pamir Plateau and the Indus Valley. So let's see. So here in the picture we can see, this is the Pamir Plateau and this is the Indus River. So in this region the Karakoram ranges is situated. Now the Karakoram ranges has the highest mountain in the world, that is the K2, and also known as the Mount Gordon Austin. So here it is the world's second highest peak after the Mount Everest, and it is located in this mountain range. So why this range is known as, so why this the, so we have a question that why this mountain is called as K2, because it was the second measured peak in the Karakoram range, and the first peak was surveyed by the Gordon Austin. So that's why this this mountain is named after that. The Karakoram range in India passes through Ladakh. The highest altitude led the heavy glacial in the mountain ranges, and the Siachen Glacier is a part of this range. So we know that Siachen Glacier is the second longest glacier in the world, and it is situated in this range. So here we discuss about the Himalayas and its three parallel ranges. So let's see. Himalaya extend from the Indus Valley in the west to Brahmaputra in the east and stretching about 2500 kilometers. So in the picture previously we see that. So let us look at this picture. Here we can see that the Himalayan ranges, that the Himalayas is extending from the Indus Valley to the Brahmaputra region. So here it is the Brahmaputra region and extending from the Indus Valley to the Brahmaputra region. Now we know that Himalaya is the Yongfold mountain. So what do you mean by Yongfold mountain? So that means the mountains that are formed during the Tertiary period, and even today the elevation of this mountain are increasing. For that reason, the frequent earthquake and the landslides are occurring in this region. Here we see that highest peak and deep gorge and vast glacier are present in these mountain ranges. Now we are going to discuss about the three parallel ranges, that are the outer Himalaya, the lesser Himalaya and the greater Himalaya. So the first one we discuss about the outer Himalaya, or we also called it the Shivalik range. So the outer Himalaya form the southernmost ranges of the Himalaya. So from the south of the main Himalayas, it lies in the southernmost part of the Himalaya, and its average elevation is 1200 meter above the mean sea level. They form the southern foothill of Himalaya. So which means as it is located to the outer part of the Himalaya, that is the southernmost part, so here it formed the southern foothill of the Himalayas, and the outer Himalaya ends in West Bengal. As it is extended from the Indus Valley to the Brahmaputra, the outer Himalaya is only extending to the West Bengal. Interspersed means that is interspersed means the scattered Shivalik are broad and flat valley known as dunes. So the flat valley that are present in the Shivalik is known as dunes, and these valleys are heavily populated because of the vast cultivation that are occurring in this region. Dehradun, Uttarakhand are the great example of such valley, and the northern plains of the Indo-Gangetic plain are located to the south of the Shivalik. So in the picture, as we see before, that the Himalayas are present here, and to the southern part of the Himalaya there lies the Gangetic plain. Now after this, much of the sediment from the sediment of the northern plain, so this is the northern plain, comes here because of the heavy erosion in the, so much of the sediments that are present in the northern plain, that is the Gangetic plain, comes from the erosion that is happening in the Shivalik. So this is the part of the Shivalik, and as it is lies to the southern part of the Shivalik, most of the sediments are of the northern plain is coming from this part of Himalaya. As we are known to the outer Himalaya, now we are going to learn about the lesser Himalaya, or we also call it Himachal. The lesser Himalaya is also called as the lower or the middle Himalaya, as it lies in the northern of Shivalik range. So if it is the Shivalik range, it lies to the north, that is next to Shivalik. The average elevation of this range is 4,500 meter above the mean sea level, and the lesser Himalaya has a numerous deep gorges traversed by the stream that are fed by the glacier. So what do you mean by glacier? Traversed by the stream are fed by the glacier. So what do you mean by fed by the glacier? So the water present in these gorge and the traverse comes from the water of the glacier. The Simla, Mussoorie, Ranikhet, Nainital, Darjeeling are the some hill stations located in the lesser Himalaya. Now after all the outer Himalaya and the lesser Himalaya, that is Shivalik range and Himachal, we are going to discuss about the greater Himalaya, the main Himalaya, that is Himadri. This is also known as the inner Himalaya. This is also known as inner Himalaya, and its average elevation is 6,000 meter above the sea level. Between the Himachal and the Between the Himachal and the Himadri, there are several longitudinal valleys. The Kashmir Valley is the biggest one of them, and some of the highest peak of the world are belong to these greater Himalayas, like the Mount Everest, that is the highest mountain peak of the world, is located in the border between China and Nepal. The Kanchenjunga, which is the highest highest point of India, is located in the border of Nepal and Sikkim. So here we see the Mount Everest, the highest peak, and the highest point of India, the Kanchenjunga, is located between the China and Nepal border and Sikkim and Nepal border. So the other mountains that are present in this range, that are that Nanda Devi with the elevation of 7,817 meters, Kamet with the elevation of 7,755 meters, and the Greater Himalayas lies in the zone of perpetual snow. Thus, most of the glacier. So, here we can see that Greater Himalaya lies in the zone of perpetual snow. So, perpetual snow means in the Greater Himalayas are present in such a latitude that where the snow never melts. So, that causes most of the glacier in this region. Many rivers originated from this glacier. The main rivers that are originated from the glaciers are the Ganga and the Yamuna of India, which is originated from the Gangotri glacier and the Yamunotri glacier respectively, are two such rivers. Now we have to learn the associated ranges and the hills of the Himalayas. So as we can see, many hills are run parallel to the Himalayas, like the Jaskar and the Ladakh range are located in the Jammu and Kashmir, which is mainly located in the Trans-Himalayas. So Trans-Himalayas are formed by the Karakoram ranges and the Ladakh and also the Jaskar range. So these are form the Trans-Himalayan ranges, and they extend from the northeast of the Greater Himalaya. Now the Pir Panjal range, also in Jammu and Kashmir, extended to southwest of the Greater Himalaya. So the next ranges that is present in the Jammu and Kashmir is extended from southwest of the Greater Himalaya. Next, the easterly extension of the Himalaya beyond the Brahmaputra valley are collectively known as Purvanchal range. So, after the Brahmaputra river, the extension of the Himalayas are known as Purvanchal ranges. So, in these ranges, Patkai, Naga, Garo, Kasi, Jayanti, Mizo Hill are the part of Purvanchal range. So here we covered the northern mountains. Now we are going to learn about the Great Northern Plains that is located. Now we are going to discuss about the Great Northern Plain, which is located south of the Northern Mountain. So here we'll see that the northern plain are located at the foothill of the Lesser Himalaya. So Lesser Himalaya means the Sivalik. The Sivalik ranges. They extended from Punjab in the west to Brahmaputra valley in the east. So as we know, in the east, as we locate Brahmaputra valley previously, now the flat land is flat and level with the minute undulation. So as we know that this is the northern plain. So plains are mainly flat and level with slight undulation of the landform. This is composed of mainly fertile alluvial soil that are brought by the perennial rivers in this region. So perennial rivers that comes from the northern mountain gets the alluvial soil from the northern part of the Himalayas. This plain is formed due to the depositional activity of three major rivers of India. So those rivers are the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. So let's see the Great Northern Plain. So here we see that based on these three major rivers, the Great Northern Plain is divided also into three parts from west to east, that are the Indus River Basin, the Ganga River Basin, the Brahmaputra River Basin. Now let us discuss about each of them. So here we see that each of the river system is given in the chart form very nicely. So here it is the Indus River Basin, the Ganga River Basin, and the Brahmaputra River Basin. So here we discuss about main tributaries and the source of these rivers. So first we come to the Indus River Basin. So So here we see that this is the Tibetan plateau and here is the Karakoram range. In the Karakoram range, in the Mount Kailas is the source of the Indus River, and it flows through the mountain ranges of Ladakh and Jaskar. It is present in near the Kashmir and it flows to the Arabian Sea. And we see here that here is the Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, and we know that Harappa and Mohenjo-daro are situated in the Indus Valley. So next comes, so the next river system that we are going to discuss is the Ganga River Basin. So here we see that this region is drained by the Ganga and its tributaries. The river Yamuna is the main tributary of the Ganga, and the other are Gomti, Ghagra, Kosi is on the left bank, and Yamuna, Son, Damodar in the right bank. Now the sources, the river originated from the Gangotri glacier at Gomukh, and most of its tributaries originated in the Himalaya, while some originated in the edge of peninsula. The Ganga flows into the Bay of Bengal, so that means the mouth of Ganga river is in the Bay of Bengal. Now we have to see this all tributaries in a picture. So now we have to see these tributaries in the picture. So as we know, Gangotri glacier is the origination of the river Ganga. So here it present the Gangotri glacier. So from this, by the Varanasi, Patna and Kolkata, it enters or flows to the Bay of Bengal. Now in the next picture, we see here the tributaries of the Ganga. So here we see that in the river Ganga, the tributaries are Gomti, Ghagra and Kosi in the left bank. So here is Gomti, Ghagra and Kosi in the left bank, and the main tributary in the right bank is Yamuna, Son and Damodar. So these are the tributaries of the river Ganga. The next one is The next one is also the Brahmaputra river basin. So here we see the tributaries of Brahmaputra. The region is drained by the river Brahmaputra and its tributaries. The Tista, Subansiri, Manas and Sankos are the tributaries of Brahmaputra. Now the source of Brahmaputra. The Brahmaputra originate in the Tibet. So here we see that the Indus river is also originate in the Tibetan plateau and also the Brahmaputra river. The upper stream of the Brahmaputra flows through the Tibet as Sangpo, which originate from the Angski glacier. So now we have to see this river also in the picture. So from this picture, we see that from this picture we know that Brahmaputra is originate in the Tibetan plateau and the upper surface and the upper stream of Brahmaputra flows through the Tibet as Sangpo and which is originated in the Angski glacier. Now the Brahmaputra tributaries are like Tista, Subansiri are present here. So here we covered the two major physical division of India, and in the next video we are going to discuss about the rest four physical division of India. So that's all for today. Thank you.